I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journo here at Hampden Park for the Scottish Cup final between league champions Queen of the South and Queen Slayers Motherwell. Now, Aussie Villains Queens have never lifted the cup, having lost their 4 previous finals, and a 5th defeat here today will likely seriously piss off the Queen. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South. It is season 11, episode 16 today. It is the Scottish Cup final. I didn't realise we hadn't won this thing yet. The club has lost in 4 finals. We have lost in 3. And today we take on our nemesis club of recent seasons, Motherwell, in a game that has me extremely nervous, if I'm honest. Now, before we get to this, we do need to catch you up on what has happened on the field to finish off the Premiership season. We are, of course, champions after last episode. We did have 1 game to go against Aberdeen. So let's see how that went. We fell behind early in the second half. Johnny Angus played in Arvik to pull us level. And he then gave us the lead. Before Aberdeen pegged us back deep in stoppage time. So this was another one of those games that we were the better team. We deserved to win. We didn't take our chances and we paid the price for it. Ultimately, I'm not overly disappointed. We had at the end of the game, we had 5 academy players on the field, I should say. We had Johnston at number 10 there. We had Joseph Akizi in our left back and Bruce, the right back. And we brought off the bench McNabb and also Gary Turpey. So that was nice to have so many academy players there. I did just want to quickly draw attention to McNabb, who is developing he's all gone red now, but he's, as you can see there, just generally speaking, developing into a very decent centre-back for Premiership level. Not, obviously, you wouldn't want to put him up against Paris Saint-Germain, but as a squad option, he is, as I say, developing quite nicely. So that is a good thing, obviously. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but we are having some minor issues with Johnny Angus, and those issues result in the fact that his contract is up at the end of next season. There is interest in him, and he is refusing to negotiate. Oh, he's going to negotiate a new contract now. Well, way to make me look like an absolute moron, mate, because you didn't want to do it off camera, so now we're on camera, you're going to act like you're all good in front of the fans. I go, oh no, I love it here. I love it here. I'd love to stay. Absolute muppet. All right, well, let's go and do this while we're here. Do we want to pay him 30 grand a week? What's he on? He's on big money right now, isn't he? So it's not that big of a difference. Let's see if we can lowball him, though, just because he made me look like a fool. And we can do the team of the year. That's fine. You can have big money for those things. And yeah, if you get 25 goals, we'll pay you a lot. If you can get 15 goals and assists, we'll pay you a little bit less, I should say. And he wants 32 grand. If you win the Champions League, you can have the city. 31 loyalty bonus, that's fine. Come on. There we go. So that's Johnny Angus signed up. And that solves that problem. Now, if we go and have a quick look at the league table, and we can see, well, there's the relegation playoff, and Dundee are looking as though they might be about to relegate St Johnstone along with Hamilton. That's how the table itself played out. And, well, in the end, we were comfortable winners, 89 points, 4 points ahead of Celtic. Rangers got 3rd, and Ross County 4th, and Aberdeen will be going to the Europa Conference League as well. The question, I guess, for Motherwell is if they beat us, do they go to the Europa League, or do, no matter what happens, if we win, they're going to go to Europa Conference, right? Because the UEFA Cup place will go to the, or Europa League place will go to the league, I think. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's go play ourselves a cup final so I can get out of this suit. And we are expecting a defensive 4-3-3 from them. And this is the team that we are sending out to hopefully clinch this mofo. It's Bursic in goal. It's Rojas, Bukiano, Walker, and Ayrton as the back 4. Ayrton is back from injury. Not particularly match sharp, but I'll take a not match sharp Ayrton over anybody else. Although, to be fair to him, Emaruso has played quite brilliantly. It seems harsh not to pick Emaruso. They don't have the link up, though, so we'll go with Ayrton and we can always make a change. Mashagi and Mihai in midfield. Makraev, Bermudez, and Stankic. Ali Spence goes up top. If you're wondering, we have lost Thomas Boll to injury, so he is not available for this game. And the bench is Perez, who is looking as though he's off at the end of the year because his contract is up. And I'm okay with it, to be honest. He's not going to get a work permit for us anyway, I don't think, even if he was going to re-sign. We've also got Barbara Adu, Muros, Emaruso, Almarez, Arkvik, and Johnny Angus. So, a Motherwell side that has pulled our pants down more than once this season. Nicholson, of course, who we sold to Motherwell. Walker, who we bought from them, are going up against each other at the back. So, let's hope that our man comes out on top. I never like playing for revenge. Just relax, go out there, and that should take care of that. And, yeah, like I say, Motherwell have beaten us quite a few times in recent seasons. So, yeah, let's hope that that doesn't happen again today. But, I mean, in my defense, when they have beaten us, it's usually because we've played a weakened team. Our recent form is disgraceful. It really is. But, yeah, usually it's been because we've been playing a weakened team. They just happened to get us before a European game or in the middle of a European tie. So, yeah, I think that's a bit of it. But they've certainly got me worried. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. Makraev with a corner. Can we take an early lead? It's Walker and all the Mihai. Almost the perfect start to the cup final for us. All right. Let's see if we can build on that now. Encourage. Bermudez does tend to play better in this role than with the two strikers. And we don't have Torres on the bench. So if we want to make a change, we can't really make a change, to be honest. Here we go with Makraev. Crosses it in. Stankic is there. And Stankic in what is almost certainly his final game for us drills a header straight into the goalkeeper's chest. And highlight continues. Ayrton is there. Oh, so good to have him back. I wonder if he would have made a difference against Chelsea or not. Here we go with Ali Spence. Does well. Back to Makraev. And he puts it just past the post. We are playing well, but we are not finishing our chances again. Ayrton to Mashagi. Makraev. Crossfield ball. Looking for Stankic. Can Stankic whip in across now? He uses Rojas. Mihai. Mihai to Bermudez. Bermudez back to Mashagi. To Stankic. Nods it towards goal. Off the crossbar. And behind for a corner. Makraev looks as though he's going to take it. Can he find someone at the back post? He cannot. Bermudez will retrieve it. And what's going to come of this? Rojas to Bucchiano now. And that will end the highlight. Encourage. 7 shots to 0 so far. But only 3 or 4 on target now. And none in the back of the net. I wonder if a demand more shout is necessary. Come on, boys. Stick this in the back of the net. Another corner. Makraev to take again. Near post this time. And Stankic again into the goalkeeper's hands. Again, it's forward. And we've got to remember, too, I mean, Motherwell have got to the final. They beat Ross County. Alex Spence can't stick it in. Oh, come on, boys. Yeah, they beat Ross County to get here, so they haven't fluked their way into the final. They've beaten a good side. You know, Ross County are a good side. I think we have to acknowledge that this season. They weren't a mile away from Celtic and Rangers, so I think they've officially arrived. And it will be interesting, actually, this summer to see what they do having European football, if they're able to attract, even better players still. So we've absolutely dominated that first half, and it's still 0-0. Now, I really wish there was a way to say, can you please put your chances away? What if we go with we're controlling possession so far, that's what we want? Yeah, so that seems to have worked. And I'm okay with that, I think. So we'll just get back out there. Mihai, Ali, Spence are the two that are not playing particularly well. Let's give it a focus. That's undone all my good work. Don't do it. Don't do it, Motherwell. If you score from your first shot, I will lose my temper. Oh, they're going to. Oh, Jesus. Bursic was beaten. So they've had a shot on goal. Hooray for them. All right, we've got... Win that, please. Bucchiano back to Bursic. And here we go again. Ayrton gets it wide there for Makraev. You will have noticed Makraev did not get... unless he gets 4 goals here, he's not going to get the Conan record. Can he whip across in there? He goes back for Ayrton. Ayrton to Stankic! And Stankic, finally! Somebody gets the goal in the final, and it's Marko Stankic's 14th of the season. And that is, well, it's a thing of beauty, to be honest. We needed that first goal. And as long as we don't go and concede straight away, our domination would suggest that this is going to be okay for us now. The danger time is, of course, going to be the next 5 minutes. So if we can see that through, I'll give them some praise while they're looking inspired. And yeah, let's hope that we can go on with this now. Ayrton with yet another assist. He is just brilliant, isn't he? Of course, you know, with the summer coming, there is always the risk of us losing players. Mihai's not having a great game, so we can get on Alvarez for him. That's absolutely fine. I think we've got rid of release fees, though, so that should mean that we're not going to be forced to sell anybody. I'll have to double check, but I'm fairly confident anybody with a release that had a release fee, I've now redone the contract. Now, this could be dangerous. 78th minute. Oh, it's a good free kick, and it's 1-1 in the final. Well, credit where it's due. That is a very, very good free kick around the wall, and somehow it's found itself inside the post as well. But we have to start all over again now. Let's demand more. And they've had 2 shots on target. This is the most typical game for us this season. Shots everywhere. We've scored 1. The other team have 1 shot on target. It goes in. All right, Rojas. Back post, and it's Makrayev! A 31st goal in the 88th minute. And surely now that is enough. Surely that's going to be enough. It is 2-1 to Queen of the South, and it sort of came from nothing. Rojas just whips the ball in. It's a good cross. The keeper's nowhere. Makrayev is everywhere, and it's 2-1. We'll have a look at offside, but I'm fairly sure, yeah, he's comfortably on. And yeah, goalkeeper just misjudged it, didn't he? Just misjudged it. And the clock will wind down. We should probably close the game down, actually. So we'll go and do that. And yeah, hopefully we are about to win ourselves a first Scottish Cup final. I can't believe we hadn't won it before. But anyway, let's go defensive. And with the time quickly running out, we are Scottish champions and also Scottish Cup champions. We've done the domestic double. We were, not that far away in the Champions League with a semi-final appearance, but really, we were a long way away from Chelsea. And I think we're a little bit unfortunate. We're just in an era where Liverpool and Chelsea are just so dominant in Europe that we might actually struggle. But anyway, we're champions. For the first time, we lift the Scottish Cup with Andrew Walker. Wonderful, wonderful scenes. Look, it's unbelievable, you know. We dominate the game. Our match plan is perfect. We get so many chances, and they can't take any of them. I'm getting all the... Look at the beard. It's essentially grey at this point because we have these nervous finishes. Just put your chances away, guys. I mean, how hard is it to score a goal when you've had millions of chances? It's unbelievable. I can't do this. I can't deal with this anymore. It's ridiculous. So there we go. I don't understand why it's so close. It shouldn't be close. We've done conversion training coming out of our backsides, and it just doesn't seem to make a difference. But anyway, we've got there in the end. That is the main thing. And yeah, congratulations on the win. We'll look forward to next season now. So Queen of the South lift the Scottish Cup. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. We've done the double. We've got money. The board are delighted. And that is ultimately the main thing. Because if the Queen's happy, then everybody else is going to have a much happier time, aren't they? Makrayev is just God amongst men at this point. Wonderful season he's had. And there we go. That is everything else. A little bit of a payout. And there is the summary of the competition. And there, bonuses paid out as well that have been in contracts, so that's all well and good. Guys, I've enjoyed that. That has been a very, very good season. Wait right there, though. We will celebrate with the end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Queen of the South end of season awards. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a wonderful season, wasn't it? We were so close in Europe. Semi-finals, I never thought we'd get that far. But we did retain the league, won the Scottish Cup, and the boys have outdone themselves. It's been a wonderful season. I think we all want to give them a big round of applause to thank them for the memories that we've made. Boys, so close. We'll get them next year, mate. We'll get them next year. So the first award this evening is the Golden Pen for this season's Signing of the Year. And when you cost £56 million, you better be bloody good. I'm not sure he was, to be honest, but nonetheless, Ali Spence, congratulations, mate. You are the Golden Pen. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline. And this guy, honestly, I wouldn't trade him for the world. He's just Mr. Reliable in midfield, gets the job done. And apparently he's good at picking up a booking or two as well. 10 yellow cards this season. The golden card goes to our Swedish midfielder, Wilgo Mashagi. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion rate. And I think we might have to have a change of this for next FM, because it seems to be the centre-back that can pass the ball the best. So with a 99% pass completion, the Golden Bullseye goes to Baba Adu. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the player with the most assists. And, well, this guy got an extended run in the team because he was complaining about match time. And, well, he made it work for him, didn't he? 14 assists this season. Congratulations, Peder Arkvik. Look, Peder, I'm sorry, mate. I can't find the trophy anywhere. I think my daughter's run off with it, and I keep forgetting to get a new one. I'll fix that for next season for you, mate, all right? All right, the next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man that we can rely on, that player with the highest average match rating. And I think this guy's going to have a few awards this evening. This is just the first, I'm sure of it, with an average match rating of 7.92. It is the marvellous man on the right, Tatsvian Makriev. Look, Makriev, I'll try and get your first name a bit more closer next time, okay? I'm sure you're going to have another award tonight. Don't worry about it. The next award is the Golden Cross for this season's most injured player. And, well, this guy really went above and beyond this year. I mean, it was a career ender, potentially, and he's come back from it. 52% of the season missed. Congratulations and welcome back, Omar Bermudez. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And, well, this guy was absolutely brilliant. He was the best player in the world of his age group. FIFA and UEFA both recognise that. So congratulations. The Golden Soother goes to Tetsvetian Makrayev. See, that was better. It felt better. Sounded better coming out, I think. Yeah. All right, mate. We'll get there. All right, the next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to the top goal scorer this season. And, well, when I signed this guy, I didn't expect him to be banging in 32 goals, that's for sure. That's because he didn't. He banged in 31. But anyway, the Golden Boot goes to the Golden Boy once again this season, Tetsvetian Makrayev. And now it's time to acknowledge the horse's ass for this season. And it's not very often that a player defends this trophy, but that's what's happened this year. £40 million, and I'm still not completely convinced he was worth half of that. So the horse's ass for this season once again goes to Giovanni Bucchiano. Now it's time for one of the big ones, an award that means a lot to everybody here at the club. It is Viewers Player of the Year, as voted by you watching at home on YouTube. I want to thank everybody who nominated and then voted for their Player of the Year. And I think, unsurprisingly, the winner this season is the goal-scoring machine, Tetsvetian Makrayev. Now, before we get to announcing the Player of the Year for this season, I think we all have a suspicion who that might be. We do need to acknowledge our Team of the Season. So if you do just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see that the goalkeeper is Bursic. The back four is Rojas, Walker, Toro, and Amoruso. A couple of maybe dodgy selections there. In midfield, it is Mashagi and Alvarez. The attacking trio is Stankic, Torres, and Makrayev. And the striker is Johnny Angus. Congratulations to all of you. You've all had brilliant seasons. Some of you maybe had a better season than I did, but that's the way it goes. And now it's time for the big one. It is time for the Golden Star for this season's Player of the Year. And there's no point building it up. It's Tetsvetian Makrayev. Brilliant season. I think we've got a new Big Mac at the Possible Dream, which is great to see. So Makraev wins pretty much everything that matters. And, well, it's been a great season. League champions, cup champions, last 4 in Europe. It's going to be tough to beat next season, but we're going to do our best. It'll be our last season at Palmerston Park before we move into the new, yet-to-be-confirmed Aussie Villain Arena. Why are we calling it Alan Ball Stadium? It's ridiculous. Come on, somebody's got to do this for me. When did Alan Ball get you to the last 4 of the Champions League? It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll see you next season. Enjoy your night. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Hey, rename the stadium and I'll be less grumpy. It's ridiculous. Alright, so the end of season awards are done for another year. Let's have a look and see at how everybody's done. Ali Spence was signing of the season, because I maybe thought Makraev was actually signed last season, so didn't qualify. Let's have a look, though. The Stankic loan was given an A, which is absolutely, I think, correct. Ali Spence was a C. That's, of course, we spent 56 million on him, I suppose, but I think that'll be worth it. Torres, a D. That's ridiculous. He has been very good for a first season with us, I thought. Otamendi, he was just a bit of a make weight, but he's done fine. C+ for him. Rojas is an A-, and I think considering I was kind of panicking when we lost what's-his-face, Hansen, at the start of the year with his release fee, but I think Rojas has come in and done a very, very good job. And Klee, one for the future. And, well, he didn't really do too much this season, only 3 starts, so we can't complain too much. Of the transfers out, Razaev did well, so that's good. That means no one cares that he left. He's done well over in Spain. We've got Nicholson, who we just played in the final. Diaz, who's gone off to Cruz Azul and scored 10 goals in 25. Clockerty at Airdrie has... he left, of course. I think we released him, I think. Anyway, he's got 16 goals. He'll do well in lower level football, I would imagine. Hansen, that was the one that stung a little bit. He's gone off to Spurs and played a lot of games. Santos, we've got 30 million for him, and he's not done too well. I wouldn't have thought that for Sheffield United. Eddie Johnson, who left, I should say, as Ali Spence came in. He's not really done much, has he there? One of our young goalkeepers at Millwall has played 3 games, so well done him. Bruno has gone off to Norwich and pretty much done what he did for us. And Jock Smart, who went to Hamilton, has not played a game of football. Let's have a look now at the moments to remember. We have won the Premiership, a B- for that, so that was excellent. The start we had to the year, look at those wins, and then contrast that to the end of the season, stumbling across the line. We've got there with a bloody nose, haven't we, in the end? But we did get there, and that was because we didn't lose a game till Boxing Day. So that's, we won, we didn't drop a point till Boxing Day. So that tells the story, doesn't it? The Champions League, what a run it was. It's such a shame that we just weren't quite good enough for Chelsea, but to get to the semi-finals is really good. Chelsea were our conquerors in Europe. They beat us in the UEFA Super Cup as well. The Scottish Cup, we've just gone and won that for the first time. And the Betfred, well, as usual, we lost to Celtic in, was that the final? Semi-final. So that's just par for the course, really, isn't it? I really don't like Celtic in these cups. Moments to remember, an 8-1 over Hamilton. That was a bit of bullying, wasn't it, really? Match to remember was our 3-2 win at home to AC Milan. And goal of the season, as voted by the game, was Thomas Bowles' effort against Hamilton. We will, of course, be voting on our own goal of the season momentarily. The finances, we are still... Oh, actually, no. We are now a 4-star reputation team, which is excellent. Everything was up except for broadcast revenue, but I suspect once the Champions League final has taken place, that is going to massively skyrocket, considering we made the last 4. Ayrton is the most common or most popular shirt. Makraev, I'm sure, will be up there soon. Spence, Mihai, and Alvarez. Big names, all of those. I'd have all of those shirts gladly, happily on my bedroom wall, or even on my back, which is usually where shirts go. We have our team of the season, and there's some controversy, I would say, in this one. Bursik, not so much. The centre-backs, Walker, yes. Toro ahead of Bukiano, ahead of Baba Adu. I guess make your own mind up there. Midfield is maybe fair enough. You know what? I'm not actually against Torres being there. He did play well. I mean, Bowl is my first choice, and Bermudez was injured, so maybe that tells a story there. Stankic was brilliant, and Johnny Angus, I mean, he scores the big goals, doesn't he? Whether he would be there next season if Ali Spence gets a full year, I suppose that's another thing. But yeah, difficult to argue too much. Maybe one of the centre-backs is up for debate. And if we have a look at all the awards here, the Fans Player of the Year, well, it's actually the Player of the Year is Makraev. He's the Young Player of the Year. Signing of the season, as we saw, was Ali Spence. We'll come back to goal of the season. The Golden Boot went to Makreyev. Arkvik with 14 assists was the most there. We don't give it out on the night, but Makreyev with most men of the match awards. He had the highest match rating as well. Miss Shaggy with the most pass completed. And most goals in a match was a record for Makreyev. I don't know what competition that is in, though. Most player of the match awards is a club record. Joseph Akizian was the youngest player, so well done to him, our young left back. Highest transfer fee paid, and the fastest goal as well, all went this season. And competition awards, Makreyev was the FIFA and the European Men's Young Player of the Year. So he's just had a brilliant year, hasn't he? Absolute fairy tale stuff. And there we go. We've done the domestic double, and it's difficult to say that wasn't a very, very good season for us. So let's have a look here. Our overall best 11. We'll come back, have a longer look at that while I am explaining goal of the season. Season in review, we've just seen that. The 2022, where are they now? I'll have a little bit of a longer, leave that there so you have a little longer look. Alex Iakoviti, remember him? Jake Eastwood, yeah. I wonder if Iakoviti, these guys are coming up to retirement, we can get them back as coaches. No. But anyway, there's a few names there that we'll remember from the past. Club vision and meeting expectations. Play defensively, sort of football, high tempo, make the most of set pieces, play possession. That's all okay, I think. So yeah, we'll just accept that for next season. They're not going to change their mind anyway, are they? Squad dynamics. You'll notice a change in team leaders. Johnny Angus is up there with Walker and Ayrton. Johnny Angus is the vice captain, so that makes sense that he's up there as well as a team leader now. End of season team meeting. We'll do that off camera. We've got that, and we've got the, of course, Bermudez earned that golden cross, didn't he, with 6 months missing with his damaged cruciate ligament. But yeah, end of season break, training camp destination. Where are we going in the preseason? We can go Austria, Germany, Australia. We're going home, boys. We're going home. And we've got some award there for somebody that we don't know who they are. But guys, that will just about do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. It just brings us to goal of the season now. And there's the best 11 as it is currently. So it just brings us to goal of the season. As ever, the Thomas Bowl goal plus 3 others that I deem worthy will be available for you to nominate. There'll be a link down in the description below. Click on that. It'll take you through to a straw poll. And before we get to the 4 nominees, enjoy some of the honourable mentions. And I'll see you next time around for a summer transfer special. If you have any thoughts on what we need to do next this coming summer, let me know. My thoughts right now are a goalkeeper, and yeah, we haven't really thought much beyond that, to be honest. Until next time, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. And here are our top 4 goals from the 31-32 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.